Let's take a closer look at the new Star Wars Pride pop vinyl figures from Funko.
Villa Varykino, living the Star Wars life.
Hello there, and welcome back to the Villa Varykino YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be taking a closer look at the new Pride-themed Star Wars pop vinyl figures from Funko. In North America, June is Pride Month, celebrating LGBTQ+ communities, and beginning in 2021, Funko have been releasing Pride-themed pop vinyl figures to celebrate the month. This year, there are 2 Star Wars figures. We have R2-D2 and a very cute BB-8 with interesting rainbow paint schemes here. And we can see there is also a colorful rainbow paint scheme to the box. So before I open these up and take a closer look at the figures inside, I'm just going to take a look at this bright and colorful packaging. Starting off with R2-D2, number 639, we can see we have the Star Wars logo in a rainbow design there. We have the colorful Funko there and another rainbow stripe here. And we have this really fun image on the side with R2-D2 with this kind of swirly rainbow colors in the background and all these stars. It's really quite fun. If you like to display your Funko's boxes side on the shelves, this will be a really fun graphic. On the back, we have the big rainbow graphic Star Wars there, and the 2 collection. It says collect them all, but there really is only 2 in this collection, R2-D2 and BB-8. As you can see, we have both here, so that's not hard to collect them all. And then we have number 640, BB-8. And we can see there. You can also see in this one the really cute rainbow background and behind the figures there as well. That's quite a fun touch. Of course, we've got the rainbow here. The picture of BB-8 there on the side. Again, a lovely fun color to match the R2-D2 one here on the side, and the very similar background on the back there as well, with just the bits and pieces on the back with those rainbow colors. At the bottom, it has a little bit of information here. It says, to learn more about the Walt Disney Company's giving in support of LGBTQ+ communities, visit twdcpridecollection.com. So you can check that out if you want to know more. So, as I mentioned earlier, Funko started doing a Pride collection in 2021. There was a range of characters in that collection, most notably Star Wars ones and some other Disney ones. So from that first collection, they did a Stormtrooper, as you can see here with this fabulous rainbow print, and as a Funko.com exclusive, they did a rainbow BB-8 in a very similar color palette. So this is the second time BB-8 has appeared in the Funko Pride collection. Last year in 2022, they did not do a Star Wars or even a Disney collection. They were all from DC Comics, featuring characters like Harlequin and Poison Ivy. So we have only got those 2 years, this year and the first year, 2021, for the Pride Star Wars pop vinyl figures. So I'm going to jump in and open them up and take a closer look. This is always the fun part. I know some people like to keep all their Funkos boxed. I'm a bit of a mixed. Personally, I like to get them out at least once and take a closer look. And there we have the very cute R2-D2 bobblehead. He has a blue dome, which is quite fun, makes him very different, sort of like a comic or cartoon style there, with some rainbow colors here. And so he's got a very sort of blue aesthetic, because obviously that is a classic R2-D2 color, with most of the sort of rainbow bright colors here. We've got purple, orange, pink, sort of classic rainbow stripes here on the front going down. I think that is really cute. Of course, he is a bobblehead. It's a very tight bubble. There's not really too much movement here, but it still adds a little bit of something. And of course, he is affixed to a black base. R2's feet go over the edges there, but I like the fact that the Star Wars pop vinyl figures come with their own base. So just gonna take a quick look at the backdrop that is behind the figure. So if you want to keep this and display that, that's quite fun. You can put it behind your figure on the shelf if that's how you like to display them. I'm just going to pop the packaging back inside, and so we can take a closer look at BB-8. Okay. So BB-8 has the same color backdrop and the same base. I thought it was interesting that the first year, if we just get this one out, the first year, the rainbow color included the base. These ones have the classic black Star Wars base. So just pop this one away. So we can get those boxes there in the background, and then we can take a look at BB-8. So this one has a little bit more of an even overall color distribution, which, to be fair, blue does work for R2-D2. I think it still reads very nicely. But BB-8, we can see we've got a little bit more of a rainbow effect going on here. So we've got blue, purple, orange, pink, and some green up here and some red down here. So pretty good rainbow. And we've got just about a good color distribution on the head as well. There's also a bobble head with some pink, green, blue, yellow details there. So they're not as bright and colorful as those first ones with that full rainbow paint scheme, but I do really like them. I feel like they do feel very Pride themed, especially if you display them with their boxes. Perhaps slightly more sort of a rainbow feel for the boxes, less so when you get them out. They kind of remind me of sometimes when, particularly with Star Wars action figures, where they do a variant that is inspired by a comic book. So you get these sort of slightly sort of amped up color because of the bright sort of fill colors that comic book artists use sometimes to sort of show shading, you know, when everything doesn't want to look just plain black and you get these interesting colorways, especially in vintage comics. That's what this sort of reminds me of. But I think the distribution of colors for the details does make them feel a little bit more of a rainbow Pride theme. So for the sake of completion, I'm just going to take a moment to compare them to the original Stormtrooper from 2021. We can see the packaging is fairly different. We didn't have a rainbow band across the bottom, and only some sort of the rainbow color is mostly down the side, but we did have a full rainbow sort of ombre going down, and we have the rainbow there on the side, which is quite different to this one. Now on the back, this one actually had a lot more text. So it reads, "Our Funko Pride Pop Collection is a celebration of inclusivity and acceptance. Funko fully supports the LGBTQ+ community and rejects intolerance and discrimination. At Funko, fun is for everyone. A donation has been made to the It Gets Better project, an organization that uplifts, empowers, and connects LGBTQ+ youth around the globe in coordination with this program." So if you notice, this one has very small text about sort of working with communities. This one specifically has the logo and mentions a specific donation made as part of this. It is less clear if a donation has been made to a rainbow community charity or program with the purchase of this year's ones. At the bottom, it also has a rainbow Star Wars collection here as a logo with the rebel bird as the O there. In celebration of Pride Month 2021 and the company's Pride Collection, Disney is donating funds as part of our ongoing commitment to organizations around the world that support LGBTQ+ communities. To learn more, visit rainbowdisneycollection.com. It's unsure whether that website's still running because obviously that was 2 years ago. So it's interesting that there is a stronger sort of donation aspect in the text on the back one. It is very, very small in this year's one, but I think it's neat that they are continuing this tradition, especially since last year there were no Disney or Star Wars Funko Pops as part of that Pride collection. It was only DC Comics. And this one didn't have a rainbow background, which is interesting, but you can see here that full rainbow print all over, including the base compared to this year's ones. Personally, I don't know which style I prefer. I kind of thought they would continue with this style and just sort of choose different characters every year. It's interesting that they have sort of chosen this style. I know that in coordination with these Funko Pops, there are matching Loungefly products. I have particularly seen sort of a mini backpack inspired by the sort of white and rainbow print of these droids. So perhaps they felt like they could do more of a tie-in collection with this color scheme as opposed to the very strong rainbow print of the original line. But either way, I think they are a fun addition to our Funko collection there of Star Wars figures. I wish that they had done a few more like this. Perhaps next year we will see something similar to this, or perhaps another style entirely. But thank you so much for watching. I hope this was informative. Let me know if you have any of these or plan to pick up this year's Pride Star Wars Funko Pop vinyls in the comments down below. We'll have pictures and comparison photos on our blog. Thank you so much for watching. Do check out our other videos for more Star Wars unboxings and adventures. See you in the next one, and as always, may the Force be with you.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, check out our other videos, and subscribe for alerts about new uploads. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.